Yo, what's up guys, it's Troy D. Welcome back to the channel, Troy D 24/7 Mall, on point reviews all day every day. And today we're back with another clone comparison. Oh my gosh, we're doing a lot of this right now. I just did like La Nuit recently. And today we're gonna do another Dua clone comparison with the real one, and it's gonna be Nishane and Dua Drowning in Vanilla. Okay, so again, this is a no hype, honest, straight up review. I'm gonna break this down. Ani has a separate review video, guys, that I'm gonna link at the end of this video. Well, you're gonna find out, guys, how close it is. I mean, what do I think? How's the smell? And you're also gonna find out a little bit about the backstory of how this video basically happened. But I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys, are really wanting to know how close these two are, especially, fans of Ani or who have heard of Nishane as one of the best perfumes out there. Okay, so we're gonna go over that, but before that, we're gonna go hit the music. Okay, we're back, guys. Nishane versus Drowning in Vanilla. Drowning in Vanilla is the Dua inspired expression, or you could say the clone, or basically the clone of Ani. And Ani is again one of the most respected, wanted perfumes out there. There's some people that don't like it, but mostly there's a lot of people that do like it. Okay, and let's get over it, because the reason why Ani is so popular, I would say, number one is it's a great combination of, I would say, bergamot, cardamom, vanilla, and ginger. Okay, and the way that it is that it has a very, very monstrous beast mode blast. Okay, that is super like recognizable. All right, it's like once you buy Ani and you wear it, you will really, once you spray it rather, it's like boom, it's like this siege bomb. Okay, you know that this is nuclear. Okay, just like Hachivat. So this is why Ani is very popular. It's very popular. It's usable, basically, for me, it's usable for all seasons. There's nothing dark about it. It's very clean and green too. Now the Dua inspired expression, so I didn't buy this. This actually came from a friend of the channel, who basically put a post out there and said, is this what Ani is supposed to be? Is this what Ani is supposed to smell like? Because it smells medicinal, it smells weird, it smells, I don't like it. So, I mean, I basically messaged the person. I said, why don't you send it over and I'll compare it. I'll break it down and I'll see, the validity of that. If you're really feeling that way, or maybe you just don't like the Ani scent. And so she sent it over to me, and I'm very grateful to you for sending me Drowning in Vanilla. Okay, so let's begin. So Drowning in Vanilla, when I tested it on my wrist, okay, just on my wrist, and Ani on the other one, I mean, the difference is so like obvious. Okay, and you guys know, I mean, I review Duas and I give credit where credit is due. The La Nuit, for example, was a very good clone for me. It's called Midnight Rendezvous. But this one, I would say it was like a huge separation. Okay, right from the get-go, you see, Nishane, I would liken this to like a finely tuned motorcycle versus like a motorcycle that's not so finely tuned. Maybe this one here has been neglected, sorry, but you can tell that this one right here is the more finely tuned one. Why? Because it is crisper and cleaner from the get-go. So the bergamot in this one really shines, in the beginning, that little pepperish tone. Whereas with this one, I mean, it goes straight into, the vanilla ginger combination, the vanilla benzoin, ginger combination, goes straight into that, versus the process of that initial bergamot pepper blast in the beginning that you usually experience with ani. And again, this is just on the wrist, okay? So just on the wrist, I could already tell the huge difference. I was like, wow, they're totally different. Like, probably just on the wrist, this is like 60% close. And then the thing about Annie is that the way it develops is, again, like a finely tuned motorcycle. When the cardamom comes in, the vanilla, the benzoins, all of that stuff, ambergris even, it's very like clean and crisp and just finely tuned. It's a more like quality development, I would say. I don't know if that's the difference in the ingredients or just the way they're made, but this one right here develops far better, whereas this one right here, it's just on my wrist again. The ginger starts like really taking over. And it will give you the feeling of I don't know if you guys go to the spa, but the spa I used to go to would always give me ginger tea, and like you could smell it all around the spa. Well, it develops into that ginger benzoin vanilla combo that starts getting messy as it goes. Okay, and this is just on my wrist. This one develops cleanly and crisp just as it goes. This one starts just turning into ginger, okay, like gingery vanilla. This is why the person who sent me this actually said, it smells medicinal almost, and I totally understand that, because again, in this one, the ginger takes over. It's a lot of the ginger, okay. So right then and there, like, I saw the difference. I was like, man, that's not even really close. But that's just on my wrist, okay? So obviously, when these things are made, they're meant to be sprayed, and you gotta check it as well. So I basically did that as well. So I sprayed Drowning in Vanilla with my standard 3 sprays, 3 Troy D sprays, 2 on each side of the neck, 1 in the front. And so this one here basically gives you, again, the Ani vibe, like just it gives you like a resemblance, right? Because again, you'll feel that the ginger and the benzoins and the vanilla are out there to give you a sensation like you are wearing Ani. But the selling points of Ani, the reason why people buy Ani is not in here, okay? Which is what? It's just a more beastly blast. It's brighter, it's cleaner. In that way, this one here is basically the ingredients on you, you know what I'm saying, but not the development of how Ani works. So basically this one right here, which is, I don't think it's like beastly. I mean, the sillage is okay on this one, it's decent, but this one was kind of like an in and out. It's like the wafts of those ingredients, those 3 ingredients, would just keep like coming back to give you the sensation, sort of like you're wearing Ani, okay. Whereas with this one, once you spray it, you'll feel that crisp green blast, and then you will also feel the beast mode in this one, the brighter version, and just a clean follow through. Whereas this one's just, it's just those 3, and again, the ginger really takes over on this one. So yeah, totally different in my opinion. Maybe like this is like 60% as close as this one, just somewhat will give the vibes of this one. But it's kind of like a tough call, because Ani is not that expensive. I mean, on the gray, you're looking at like 150 for like a 50 ml, so that's not bad at all, and that's not even considering people selling partials. And this one's like what, 55, 45. But I mean, if you're gonna buy this one, I would say don't expect anything close. I mean, it's not, okay? So you can buy this for a cheaper price, and then you're gonna be like, okay, well, I'm kind of smelling like Ani, but definitely it's not Ani, and it's not super close, okay? Because this one just doesn't develop. It's almost like here's the, I mean, and that's why probably it's called drowning in vanilla. It just drowns you in the ginger vanilla benzoin. It just drowns you, and that's really what it is. I think that's why the name is drowning in vanilla. Okay, that's not Annie. Okay, Annie, beastly, clean, crisp, develops great, and that's why a lot of people consider this still a masterpiece. But you know what? Hey, Dua, good job of trying. I mean, obviously, they are cloning a lot of things, and you can't really expect it to be perfect. And some are good. I like the Baccarat. I like the Midnight Rendezvous. Those are really, really good. But this one's kind of a miss, and I'm not like a really like super pro Annie person. Okay, I mean, it's nice for certain like noses. There are still people that don't like Annie. They just don't like the whole combo, right? I do, but it's also not like I'm like super like going gaga over Annie, or like I really need to wear it all the time. No. Annie's sort of like that every once in a while kind of perfume to me. Versus drowning in vanilla, it's a tough call because again, this is not expensive. We're not even talking about decants, partials. If you match the price, it's kind of the same really in the end. So it's really up to you guys. But let me know in the comments if you love the drowning in vanilla just on its own. If you've never tried Annie and you just own this one, let me know if you love it. I mean, you probably love it. I mean, again, you'll only find out the difference when they're matched up on each other. You know what I mean? Like against each other. But I mean, ignorance is bliss. I mean, if you really don't know, maybe you'll just enjoy the combination, the drowning of the classic Annie notes in this Dua drowning in vanilla. Like you might just really like this on its own. But yeah, 60% close in my opinion. And this can be just its own scent, and if you get this at like super cheap, like $45, then good for you. I still think this one's more monstrous than this one. Annie's still more monstrous, beats drowning in vanilla on the sillage projection, and that's probably just Nishane doing their magic, because again, they're good at that. They're good at Hachivat, they're good at Annie. They got some blasters up in there. Okay. So that's it. I'm going to review another Dua very, very soon. It's Mod 3. I can't wait to talk about that, how it compares to Mod 2. But, I'm still testing that out. And I just want to talk something, about something real quickly. This maceration thing in the Duas, I mean, my personal opinion, it's unfair. It's unfair. I don't think that anybody that's purchasing a perfume should wait weeks or months for it to be like, oh, it's amazing, or it projects well, or it lasts long. I kind of think it's unfair. I mean, if that's the case, I think that Dua should just macerate the perfumes themselves, and then once it's macerated, then sell it, rather than sell it and then just let the customers sit there and let it sit, let it like just stay there after they've already paid. So that's just a little, my 2 cents about that one. And I mean, this is just me being honest as a consumer. I would get pissed if, like, let's say the Dua didn't perform as much as people say, and then the excuse is, oh, you gotta let it sit. No, it's not supposed to be that way. I mean, it's supposed to be already macerated, so when I spray it, it's exactly what you guys tell me, right? But this one is lasting, in my opinion. Lasting, and performance, probably sillage is probably like an 8 out of 10. This one here is like a freaking 20 out of 10. It's crazy. Okay, so that's it. That's my simple comparison. Very easy comparison between these two. Let me know in the comments what you think. I mean, if you guys tried both, I mean, if you guys have compared this, let me know what you think. Or if you love this, or if you love this, let me know as well. All right. So before I go, just make sure that you also join the giveaway. By the way, the giveaway is going to be held July 20. I'm going to be giving away 6 10 ml decants of really great fragrances. One of them is a Dua. It's Dua Mod 3. So if you're interested in that or the other perfumes that we have up there, make sure you join. You just got to follow this channel, then you got to follow the Instagram, and then you have to go to the photo on Instagram that says the giveaway and just put mine, because we're gonna auto generate the list from that, and then we're gonna go pick the winner. Okay, so that's it, guys. Appreciate you guys spending some time with me, and until the next Dua review, until the next clone comparison, I'll see you soon, guys. Peace out.